Welcome to Realtree Global Hunting. This week we have a special treat for you guys at home as we bring you a glimpse of our new show, Extreme Hoggers, starring Joshua and Krystal White. Hopefully, you've seen our recent videos with the guys at L3 Outdoors. We've set up the Benjamin Rogue with the Night Sight unit and headed out into the bush after feral hogs, as well as our recent sword hunt. If not, click the links now. So, after such great hunting experiences with Joshua and his team at L3 Outdoors, we have asked them to make us regular films for you guys at home. This is the first of many, we hope.
Well, today we're excited to get out here. The sun's about to go down. Got about an hour left. Got the dogs out. They're excited. They're real antsy about getting out. We're going to just kind of go to some hot spots where the piggies like to hang out and see what we can drum up. It's exciting. It's a cool January evening. The dogs are hyped, we're hyped, and we're gonna get our hands on a big boar tonight, I feel it.
We're just gonna make a real quick run. We're gonna hit the hot spots. It's about an hour or so before dark, and maybe we'll get lucky and see one during the daytime, but we didn't want to waste any time, so we brought the dogs this time and left the night vision at home and all that stuff. We're just strictly going to do a real quick dog hunt and see what we can pull up.
Real quick to the point, we're going to get out there, we're going to get to some of the hot spots. The dogs, that's the most beautiful thing about hog hunting, using our dogs, is they know these routines of these pigs. They know to get into the brush quickly, and they put the smack down, and that's where I get so excited. I live for getting my hands on those big old boars and those big old sows.
Joshua and Krystal are getting the dogs ready to go, and Joshua is suitably dressed in his fetching Realtree jacket. Then they head off into the sunset. As the L3 team make their way down a clearing into the bush, all is peaceful, all is still. But this is the time when pigs begin to move about. The sun is fading, the temperature is cooling, and darkness is on its way. Joshua and Krystal release the dogs from the leads and they're ready to go. Sniffing the air, taking in the surroundings and getting their bearings, the dogs begin to get a feel for the ground. Then, Joshua catches a glimpse of something.
We just saw a pig cross this road. So we grabbed the dogs out of the truck. We made a little too much noise, I think. We're going to try to put the dog where that pig crossed to see if we can pick it up.
They continue on towards the pig's path, hoping the dogs will pick up the scent. Pausing for a moment to listen to the quiet Texas evening, Joshua hopes to hear signs of hogs. Scratching, squealing, anything that will give them a sign of where to look. But nothing, so they carry on. The dogs seem pretty relaxed, but there's definitely something in the air as they both begin to move further afield. Both dogs head in the same direction, noses down, means only one thing: they're onto something.
This is where we saw the pigs. We made so much noise, they went away, but getting those dogs in that scent, you'll see. They know.
Joshua checks the GPS and the signs are all good. It's on. Or as Krystal would say, it's on like Donkey Kong. If the dogs are running, the chances are that they're chasing something. The pair of them hurtle through the bush and they can hear signs of hogs squealing up ahead. Now the adrenaline really begins to pump. The heart begins to race and the chase is well and truly on. Krystal arrives and the dogs have a huge sow pinned down. Krystal can't get hold of the sow as she spins and takes the dogs with her. She needs to flip this sow over in order to find a spot to stick her. Joshua lends a hand, and the husband and wife pig sticking duo kick into action.
Bit tough, that little boy?
No,
Eventually, they get her over. As the dogs and Joshua hold the hog down, Krystal moves in for the kill. She finds her spot and sticks that pig. The pig passes in seconds as Krystal's heart pounds. That's one more porky problem maker out of action. The dogs once again have done their job.
You okay?
yeah, that just sucks.
Good job, buddies. Good job. My favorite two black dogs.
I told you she was good.
She is, man. I am very pleased. Actually, I'm extremely pleased. Our pups are 16 months old. I mean, they are just stellar. They know their job. Those breastplates come on. Well, I like to call it breastplate time, because when that breastplate comes on, those dogs know their job. Even at the young age of 16 months old, those dogs knew. We saw those pigs at the end of the road. We got the dogs to the end of the road where those pigs were. They had already moved off, probably about 100 yards. And those dogs caught that wind of the pigs, meaning they were on it. We gave it about 5 minutes. We heard the squealing. We got over here. She was a fighter, and it's a little hard when the two dogs are together. That's why we really like the old dog. One out. That's why it's so important, because you can maneuver, and especially when you get the big boars, you can maneuver around that pig a lot easier. And when you have two of them, they like to go in their different directions. And so Josh helped me out a little bit. Got in there, we flipped her over, and got my hands on her, like I like to say. I stuck her, and it was over with.
The team have now done their job once again, and what an amazing adventure. You can see why these guys are a firm favourite at Team Wild TV. Tune in next week on Realtree Global Hunting, when Ian Harford will be back in Texas, hunting another whitetail deer with his good friends Terry Tate and Scott Maddox. Subscribe to Team Wild TV for more extreme hoggers action over the coming months, as well as our all new lineup for 2013.